Welcome back to Beyond the Label, friends. Today's episode is all about supporting siblings through change. We're diving into how to talk with brothers and sisters when a diagnosis comes into the family. And let me just say, after years of classroom circle time gone sideways, I know it's rarely a smooth chat around the kitchen table. But we've got stories, tips, and, fingers crossed, a few laughs along the way. I'm David, joined by Ruby, Harper, and Eric. All right, team. Ruby, I reckon you've got a cracker of a story about your own family to kick us off?
Yeah, totally. When my little sis Tash was diagnosed, she's autistic, by the way, I remember being like 10 and just full of confused questions. My mum sat me down and instead of rattling off big medical words, she did this thing where she compared Tash's brain to our favourite characters in, Bluey. She said, "Some people are like Bandit. They see the world a bit differently, and that's actually pretty cool." Honestly, it helped heaps. We skipped the scary stuff and got straight to what made Tash, well, Tash. Just a different sort of brilliant.
It's brilliant you mentioned using stories, Ruby, because, look, the first hurdle really is clarity. The guide we've pulled from this week, it says to go age-appropriate, plain and simple. For the very young, keep it gentle. Something like, your brother sometimes needs help, but he's still your mate. Once kids are older, sure, go deeper, answer questions honestly, but also don't get clinical. Remember, whatever the age, acknowledging the feelings, whether it's confusion, jealousy, maybe even a bit of anger, is, absolutely essential.
Yeah, and let's be real. Sometimes siblings get a little jealous about all the extra attention. I remember with my brother, he'd get this face whenever Mom would go into full care mode for me after my accident. It's understandable, right? But we never really talked about what he was feeling until much later. So, parents, just ask the kids, what are you thinking about all this? Anything seem weird or unfair? It keeps the confusion from brewing into resentment.
Couldn't agree more, Harper. You don't have to nail every detail. You just have to, start the conversation. And if you trip over neurodiversity half the time, like I do, the kids get a giggle too. Breaks the tension. Keep it real, keep it open, and let questions simmer. More on the timing of those chats right after this. So, timing and location, wildly underestimated, but absolutely key. In my house, it's always the kitchen table on a lazy Sunday. Homemade sourdough cooling, the scent alone could make you tell your deepest secrets. I try to wait until the storm of the school week has passed, you know? Ruby, Harper, what works for your families?
Ha! For us, it was always couch corner, after dinner. But honestly, it didn't work when Mum tried to squeeze it in before Tash's favourite show. Distractions matter more than you'd think. Like, phones off, TV off, maybe the dog outside, just us, focused. The article really nailed that. Just pick a time everyone feels safe and unhurried.
Yeah, and don't force it during a meltdown or in the drive-through line. We did ours on a rainy Saturday, hot chocolates in hand. No rush and, this sounds silly, but even having favorite blankets around helped my siblings feel less nervous. It sounds so basic, but an environment that feels familiar does half the work.
And when you do finally sit down, allow space for honest reactions. Don't expect everyone to process at the same speed. Kids might be quiet, or they might start an all-out Q&A. That's good. It means the message landed somewhere. Waiting until routines are settled, as the guide suggests, is spot on. I might add, sometimes the best setting isn't even at home. A quiet walk in the park, or, as we did once, while baking together. Wherever feels natural and non-threatening.
So bottom line, if you're doing big news, don't do it in the middle of chaos or with a spaghetti pot boiling over nearby. Trust me, learned that one the hard way. Now, let's talk about what comes after, actually helping siblings connect and process everything together.
Okay, this is my favorite bit. After the news, it's all about those little rituals that build connection. I started a campus project called Fresh Perspectives. We paired up students with and without disabilities and let them work on goofy group tasks like building a Rube Goldberg machine or making a podcast. Stuff like that can break the ice. At home, it could be baking biscuits together or a family game night, as long as everyone joins in as equals.
Right, and don't underestimate chores. Even stacking dishes together opens the door for casual talks or silly teamwork moments. But if the mood sours or emotions run high, and they do, set up some regular check-ins. Call it a family meeting or whatever you want, but make it a routine. And look, if you spot signs of withdrawal or real distress, don't ignore them. Sometimes a professional, someone skilled working with families, is the best next step.
Absolutely, David. Open dialogue goes far, but so does feeling heard, not just tolerated. And sometimes, despite your best efforts, siblings could be showing signs like mood swings, school troubles, or just not engaging anymore. That's when a qualified therapist, maybe recommended by your paediatrician or school, can do wonders. The article makes that clear. Ask for help when it's needed. No shame, just support.
I'll say, in my family, when things got tough, we met with a counselor for a few sessions. At first, it was awkward. But after a few games of emotion charades, we actually started listening to each other. Don't write off professional help just because the first chat feels strange. It honestly helps get everyone back on the same side. Plus, shows the kids it's normal to reach out for backup when life gets big.
Let's think long game. Consistency is key, right? Keep the check-ins going, not just right after the diagnosis, but as kids grow and things change. Puberty, new schools, even shifting routines. Revisit the conversation. That family meeting you started? Stick with it. Over time, that routine builds trust and, frankly, helps spot problems early.
I love celebrating the little stuff too. Like create a sibling achievement chart on the fridge or make badges for teamwork moments. You want the kids to feel like wins, big or small, are part of the story, not just challenges. It's cheesy, but it works. And if things do get sticky, like new conflicts or old worries bubbling up, it's okay to tweak your approach. Family counseling sessions aren't just for crisis time. Sometimes they're just a tune-up.
Yeah, and be ready to adapt. My parents thought we'd figured it out, but then high school started and bam, whole new batch of worries. My brother Sam needed more help, I got busier, and jealousy crept back in. We tweaked routines, added a monthly, siblings-only hangout. It wasn't perfect, but it helped keep us tight. I guess, expect the unexpected and roll with it.
Spot on. Just like with bread making, what worked last week might need a pinch more patience this time around. Keep stirring the pot, celebrate every good day, and don't be shy about asking for extra hands. Next up, fostering empathy. Let's get into the creative side of helping siblings see eye to eye.
All right, so, kids learn empathy better through doing than just talking, yeah? We did feelings charts, where everyone could stick a sticker on the face that matched their mood that week. Sometimes my little sister would draw these wild cartoons about our bad days, like us riding a grumpy dinosaur together. It helped us talk out the rough stuff without it feeling scary.
I'm a fan of role play, especially for the primary school crowd. Get siblings to swap roles for a minute. Today, you're Sam, and you have to navigate the morning routine with noise-cancelling headphones. Suddenly, what used to seem like a weird quirk becomes, well, relatable and even kind of fun. Plus, it's a safe way to ask, what was hard today, without anyone getting defensive.
Totally. And if you set up a family empathy map during a check-in, it's less about fixing feelings and more about just noticing. Like, hey, looks like we're all a little tired this week. It gets everyone viewing each other's challenges with a bit of grace. Sometimes we'd even write silly comic strips about tough days. It's amazing what spills out when the pressure's off.
It's the ongoing nature that counts. You want empathy and understanding to be a thread through every routine, not just a one-off lesson. So, bring in storytelling, art, whatever fits your family. The more ways you give siblings to express themselves, the stronger that bond becomes. Right, time to touch on what makes families feel truly united. Shared experiences.
All right, so here's where it turns into the fun stuff. Nothing says together like a family game night or a messy weekend picnic where everyone gets a job, even if it's just official snack tester. When my brother got his diagnosis, we started a monthly challenge night. Sometimes it was karaoke, other times just building the world's weirdest ice cream sundaes. Everyone joined, adaptations and all.
For us, it's Sunday Arvo baking. Everyone thrown into the dough-rolling chaos. But also making space for sensory-friendly activities if needed. That could be dimming lights or picking games that don't overwhelm someone with noise. Even the act of planning together builds buy-in and helps everyone feel seen.
Family projects are golden. My crew once made a scrapbook of weird family awards, like Best Door Slam and Quietest Homework Ninja. That project let us laugh at tough moments and celebrate, not just survive. And if tech is your thing, make a video montage of family wins. Just something that pulls focus back to what you're building together.
It all comes back to celebrating what makes your family unique. Yes, even the challenging bits. These activities don't fix everything overnight, but bit by bit, they nurture unity and help siblings feel like an important, irreplaceable part of the story. Well, we've thrown a lot your way today, but remember, supporting siblings is a marathon, not a sprint.
Absolutely, Eric. Whether you're just starting this journey or deep in the trenches, you're not alone. Let's keep building that support together, one honest chat or one flower-covered kitchen at a time.
Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I hope some of today's tips give your family a gentle nudge forward. And hey, don't be afraid to try something silly.
Yeah, and remember, progress, not perfection. Plus, the best sibling stories never sound like the ones in the textbooks anyway.
Brilliant chatting as always. Let's keep this conversation going. We'd love to hear your sibling stories and strategies, so reach out.
Until next time on Beyond the Label, take good care of one another. And don't forget, every family's a work in progress. Catch you soon, team.